Good evening.
Hello, guys. Good evening, everyone. Sorry for yesterday, guys. I was actually at the doctor's office. Today, I'm still like feeling a little bit bad. We are going to do some little things, okay? So today's classes will be kind of different, you know. But glad to hear you. Glad to see you here, guys. And let's begin right now. We are going to start with today's class, guys. So the first question is always, how was your day? How was your weekend? In this case, let me ask you, how was your weekend? David.
Hello, good evening, everybody.
Good evening,
Well,
sir.
my weekend is like a routinary, like always on Saturday, it's really busy because my classes. And then Sunday, I just went to the park with my two daughters for maybe about 2 hours to run over there and play. And then we came back. Uh, I made chicken soup to them after that to lunch, and then at the afternoon we slept a little bit for about 1 hour and a half,
Hmm.
and I think that's all that I did in my weekend. Yeah.
Okay, good, excellent. Sarai, what about you? How was your weekend? Sarai, are you there?
Hi. Yes, excuse me that my computer was low. Good evening, good evening, excuse me. My weekend, let me think. Well, it was pretty nice because I met some friends that had a lot of time without spending time with them. So I could say it was nice. I also went to the church and shared time with my family.
Okay, good, excellent. Jenny, what about you? How was your weekend? Let me see. Milton, what about you?
Hello, guys. Hello, teacher. Well,
Hello.
first of all, I hope you're better now.
With sore throat,
Uh,
and that's it. Sore throat. That's the only thing that I have. And
all right,
some boogers, but that's it.
all right. Well, good to know, and I
Thank you
hope
so
you
much, my friend.
get better soon. Well, about my weekend on Saturday, I spent all the morning at home because it was my day off. I went out a little bit in the afternoon, and on Sunday I had to work, so not too much special. Well, I watched a movie and some episodes of different series, and well, I tried to study a little bit English as well. Basically, that's what I did on weekend.
Okay,
Nothing special.
good. Thank you. Catherine, what about you?
Hi, good evening.
Good evening,
Um,
Catherine.
in my case, it was very good. I spent too much time with my family. We went for a dinner on Sunday, and that's it.
Okay, good. Excellent. Thank you so much. Thank you guys for, well, sharing your weekend. People, today, let's start with today's class. Guys, I know there are some people still missing the evaluations. We will have them today, okay? For the ones missing, the evaluation that we have on Friday. But today, before we start the class, guys, I have a question. I don't know. What do you think? Which generation it's better? Is it the millennial generation or any of the previous generations that you know? I don't know. The Generation X, the boomers. So what generation do you think? Let's see. I ask David, what's your opinion?
I
David,
will.
are you millennial?
No, no. Well, I don't really know about that, but I
Well,
don't know. I don't know if it's the same of the 90, 80 generation.
let's see. I have the information here for you. So
Okay.
guys, if you were born between 1901, 1924, that I don't think that anyone here, so you are the greatest generation. The silent generation from the 28 to the 45. I don't think that we have anyone like this here. Then we have the boom generation between 46 to 64. Probably not here. The X generation between the 65 to the 80s. The millennial generation or generation Y, 1981, 1996. And the generation Z or the IGN generation, 1997 to the 1910, to 2010. So David.
Okay. 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 Now I can see about that, and I know already. So guess the best generation is the Generation X,
Why?
because I am from the Generation X, because I'm from 1980. And
Oh,
yes,
and why do you say that you
because
are like better than the other generations?
no, I say that the generation is better because we enjoyed a lot playing you know, good games that we had before. Maybe
Mhm.
the generation, the millennial generation could be almost the same, you know, because it's almost the next one, right?
Yeah, the
Yeah,
next one.
yeah, then the generation Z or aging maybe I'm not sure because now they have like new devices like cell phones, computers, laptops, so they don't play. They just I what are watching you know, those devices. So
What's the difference between your children, their childhood, and you? What do you think that's the difference between your children and your children's childhood versus yours?
see the technology things maybe.
Okay. For
Yeah,
example, does your children like to, I don't know, go and play outside with their neighbors, or they prefer to watch uh, Netflix, HBO, I don't know, something like that?
yeah, they prefer to play games in the cell phones.
Okay.
Yeah, so maybe for that side, maybe they are better because they develop, you know, the mind using
Mhm.
this kind of devices. So maybe they gonna be most prepared than us to the future. Yeah,
Okay, good. Let's see. Let me ask right now. Aha, Caesar, you said you wanted a survey. Caesar, what generation do you belong to? Caesar, what generation do
Okay,
you belong to?
yes, my generation is X generation.
Okay,
I'm born in 1971.
okay. Let's talk about music. What music do you
Yes.
think that is better? X generation or the millennial generation?
Yes, I think, okay, it's difficult to give an opinion because some people says the better music is the classic music, but maybe for the more popular, no, the rhythm are very nice. The X generation, 1980, 1990 is the better music than I listen in all my life. But I think the classic music, I think
What classic music, for
no,
example?
Beethoven, Vivaldi, the greats. Classical music are very nice for me,
Okay,
and doesn't it's different. It's very different to the rock en español and I don't know, pop music, rock, uh, rock music,
okay, good.
but some people says that the millennials have more opportunity than us because they have nice access to the the nice devices.
Okay,
And
that's true.
they have a lot of access about the information on technology, books. Immediately, they can learn a lot of. I think more. They have more resources than us in the past. If you remember, to get a book was very expensive and very difficult. You only have access to the libraries on the schools or public libraries. And today you can download 7,000 of books in 1 hour. You can have a big collection, and for everyone. I don't know. For me, I think this generation has the most a lot of information to create than the others. Okay, and today some people said we are in the crystal generation. I don't know if it's the good.
Okay, some people say that. Yes.
And you know, you can check if you take a little penis to one kid. They are very they have a lot of how do you say love for nothing. And another way, when our father punish in good and very hard task, for example, make the clean the house, a lot of house every day for 1 week. It's impossible today to give to do in our kids, for example, or teenagers. They are in conflict with us because the today is considered I don't know. It's a point of view very different to manage that situation.
Okay, good. Excellent. Thank you so much. Let's see. Do I have somebody from the Z generation here? Z generation.
Me, I guess.
I hear a lot of me's. So let's see.
I say Kevin. I think
Wow.
he is.
Mailing.
Well, let's be Sarai, you are from the Z generation.
Sorry for my comments, but it's an opinion only.
It's his opinion, yes.
That hard.
So, Sarai, what about your opinion? Do you think is that true what people say about your generation? I don't know if you have heard that people say that these kids now, they are kind of spoiled. They just like to complain about everything, and they are even weak. That's what people say. I don't know. What do you think?
Not sure. I thought that those comments were about the crystal generation, that it's the next one. But I have heard some, well, as in all cases, we can generalize. So I think that
even people say that from millennials too. They say that we don't like to work, which sometimes is true.
That's true.
We don't like to work. We still live with our parents and stuff like that. We don't like responsibilities. We want to be young forever.
Like the song.
Counting that low cuts too.
Yeah, that's what people say, right? So what do you think, Sarai?
I think that it depends of a lot of things. Probably there are some common things, but not everything is it's true, I guess. At least not in my case.
Okay, okay. People, we are going to watch a video right now, okay? And this is going to be our topic for today. Just give me a second. Let's go.
Today's youth are selfish, lazy, and ignorant.
Okay.
Crybaby millennials need to stop whinging and work hard like the rest of us.
That's bad.
The most obnoxious, self-entitled,
Lazy and willfully ignorant generation ever to pollute the surface of the earth.
the me generation.
That's not true. And that's upset me.
There are a lot of stereotypes.
We're lazy,
Entitled.
unambitious.
Disloyal.
Disconnected.
I'm the founder of Stand Tall, which is an organisation that helps women and girls get back on their feet after they've been in an abusive relationship.
Starting one of the largest college safety apps in the US that has over 1 million users.
I've raised nearly $1 million for children with serious illnesses.
I want to dedicate my space trip to every single person who suffered from mental health issues.
Started my own business at the same time as completing my GCSEs and now A-levels.
Words that come to mind when I think of millennials: opportunity, hope.
Ambitious, driven,
Passionate.
Always looking for the next solution.
Universal.
want to make the world a better place.
Tenacious and versatile.
Now, with this in mind, guys, what do you think? What do you think about millennials in general? Samuel, what's your opinion about millennials and how are they described? Do you think that is fair what people say about us?
In my opinion, so can you repeat the question, please?
Sure. What's your opinion in general about millennials?
Okay, just I think that a millennial have a generation. It's like I can pronounce this word equilibrio. So because I am millennial, right? Because I'm born in 1992, but we need to consider the different to the we had a lot of technology. We had a lot of we are every day introduced with social media, with technologies or computer, cell phone. Try to be communicate with different, try to be social people. So the generation X is like or the generations silent generation is look like different to the generation G, the like millennial, right? Because the people is very what is the meaning reservados, so it's very different like us. For the music, we have I think I like all kind of music, but it's very different. Like for example, my uncle listen to music different like me. So my uncle doesn't like use cell phone. Doesn't matter the brand to your cell phone. Doesn't like use computer. You know, different things. This is my opinion about that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. Excellent. What about Milton's opinion?
Well, it's kind of difficult to me because I have not too much knowledge about this topic. But well, my opinion is like the we live in a different uh, moment or time because, well, my experience, I have met some people from X generation, and it used to be, I think, easier, for example, to get a job or a house, I'm sorry, to get a good job, and they grew old in the same, like the first job, and they retired, I think that's the word. But nowadays it's kind of difficult, you know. So I think that that's kind of, well, it's different. Well, about the technology as well, because we have more technology, but we don't like to like think. I remember, well, for example, my father told me that sixth grade it was kind of different, or elementary school in general, it was different in the past. It's like better. They um, they learned much than us nowadays. Um, so for me, I think that it would be better before because they really think. For example, now if I tell you a riddle, maybe no, I don't know the answer, and you don't want to think about it. You just Google it, and that's it. You can find the answer, and we don't like to think. So that's we become lazier, I think. So again, it's kind of difficult for me to explain about it, but yeah, that's my opinion.
Okay. Good. Excellent. People, this is today's presentation. Well, Friday, we are going to have a debate. Okay. What is the debate about? The debate, it will be previous generations versus future, well, the generations of today, right? So it will be millennials and Generation Z. They also call them centennials versus boomers. That's what I have. I know that I don't have a lot of boomers here. So anyway, some millennials are going to help that group. Okay. Let's see. At this moment, we have only, well, we will have, I think, 7 groups. Well, 7 groups. We have a group of 7. Well, yeah, it will be a group of 7. 7 versus 7. Participation, guys. The more that you participate, the more points that you will have. And this one will be our quiz for Friday. This one will be taken as a quiz. So it is important that you participate, and you participate a lot. You try to argument your classmates' ideas. If one person says millennials are more prepared than blah, 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 well, in my opinion, boomers, they were also prepared as the same degree as centennials or millennials. Why? Because remember, the progress of science back in the day was not the same as today. So they knew what it was necessary for them. The same as you. Probably you don't know about physics mechanics, but you know about cell phones because that is necessary for you. That's what I think. So, hey, you are fighting. So guys, there are some articles there you can use to get information. Also, you can get information on the web, right? So I'm going to create the two groups. You organize the ideas, guys. And that's what we are going to prepare right now. Let's see. So please send boomers. Raise your hand. Raise your hand, boomers, please. Help me with it. Los que sean boomers, levanten la mano. César ya dijo que es boomer. También David. Who else?
No, Cesar said that it was generation X or mil.
Yes,
I am. I think it's
I'm
not
sorry,
boomers.
X generation. Sorry, X generation.
in the limit.
Yeah, from
Come
the
on.
Boomers is older. So no, X generation. So the X generation, o si hay algún boomer por ahí. Guys, levanten la mano. Roxana, she's X generation. David said yeah, X. Cesar said as well X. ¿Algún otro que se me quede por ahí? No. Ok. Good. Igual van a ir algunos millennials, guys, con ustedes. Les van a ayudar ahí a debatir. Que les den los puntos débiles de nuestra generación. So, guys, let's go. Give me a second. I'm going to create the groups. Millennials and Centennials, assemble. Ustedes van juntos, guys. So, people, ya estamos aquí. Let's go right now. Prepare your arguments. Remember that this is a debate. The idea is to win the debate. The winner team gets 5 points de un solo, guys. O sea, si ustedes están en el winner team, you get 5 points. ¿Ok? Los otros 5 son de participación y de todo. El equipo perdedor solo obtiene 3 points. Entonces significa que su nota máxima puede ser 8. Si participa bastante, right? So that's why it's important to win, people. And the comments that you do also the grammar, how you structure your comments, it will be important, guys. The information you use and everything. So let's go, guys. Read the articles, look at the pictures that I sent you as well on one website. There are some pictures you can use. We will wait for the rest, guys. Okay, people, I hope you have, well, I was jumping around just to listen the groups and I saw preparation. So guys, remember on Friday, we will have the debate. Tomorrow we have no classes because of the Dia de Muertos holiday.
Day of the Dead.
Yes,
Thanks Day.
that's the one. So guys, before we finish, guys, Salvador, he passed. So I think the only one missing here is Rene. But Rene is not here. Milton, you didn't pass last class.
Yeah,
right?
I wanna be
So,
the first.
the first and the last, I think.
Me
Yeah.
too,
So-
teacher.
Mario, you didn't
Me
pass.
neither, sorry.
So,
Okay,
okay,
I
let's
will.
begin right now with Milton. Okay, Milton, let's begin today with the question. Tell me about your childhood.
Okay, guys. Well, I will try to do this very quickly and to share with you some childhood memories. Well, I remember I can tell you that, well, thanks God, I have a great or good childhood. I like a normal, I rise like a normal child. Something that I remember and I really enjoyed, it was on September the 15th when I was in elementary school. We used to go to the stadium for the independence celebration. Well, but basically I was like mosaic, I think that is the word, como mosaico in the stadium. We went like the whole week before the Independence Day to participate on the events. So I really love the army performance, the helicopters, the army like the role plays that they used to do. And well, I have a good memories about it. I can tell you as well. I remember like my best friends, and Juan and Jonathan. We used to have something that we call like comelona, and let me explain it why. We used to buy like pastries, snacks, soda, and we used to play video games as well. So it was very good for me. And well, something else that I can remember because I have a bad memory, it's about, well, uh, it's like story. I remember that my friends and I, we were playing like baseball, and a friend of mine threw the ball to my other friend. Then the other one hit the ball and hit like a tree. And suddenly I said, "Hey, I got the ball." But I realized it wasn't the ball. It was like a bee colony. So I threw it, yeah, I threw it away, and everybody started running. And well, I can remember I got some bee bites and fever as well. It was kind of funny. So it's that's what I can tell you. Just some stories about my childhood. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you so much, my friend. Okay, so later on you will see your score as well. But let me tell you, it was really good. So the only thing that I advise you to practice, be careful with the buffer sounds like
That's right.
those are the ones that we need to be careful with. As I said,
Right. Thank you.
good job. Excellent. Let's finish right now with Mario. Mario, tell us a little bit about your childhood.
Okay, thank you. When I was a child, let me tell you that I was that kind of child that who did a lot of mischief because of the three brothers that we are, I was the one who gave my mother more problems because I was always in trouble, small troubles or little things like children's fights, or maybe a toy of other child that was broken, things like that. But I remember that of the three brothers that we are, I was the most problematic. But I think it something good because I think that made me be a brave boy. In fact, I used to defend my older brother when we were in trouble, and that
Okay.
happened. That happened almost every day. But at the same time, I consider that I was a friendly child. I liked to have a lot of friends to play with them when I went to Sultan to visit my grandmother house because we spent all Christmas there because I was born in Sultan, but for different reason I had to move to live here in San Salvador because my mother lived here. I think that I have a very nice childhood. Every year we went to Usulutan for November to December to my grandmother's house, and it's something that we still do. You know, the environment in a little town is different. The weight of the way of things that you can do there is different, or maybe the way of celebrating Christmas is different, and it feels good to get away from the noise of the big city for a few days is something that is special for for us like a family. But like all people, you know, in our childhood, we had very happy moment and very sad moment too. Let me tell you a little about the saddest moment that I have. I think that is when my father died. I was 5 years old, and I still remember that it was a very painful moment for whole family, especially for my mother and my brothers too. Our life changed totally, and that moment we had to we had a lot of problem, but we had to carry on with without my father. Um, but I remember that my mother had to work very hard to rise up and give us everything we need. Um, and she did all by herself, and that's why I always say that I have one of the most strongest women as a mother. But the life is like that, you know. Nowadays we have the habit of going every year to grandmother um, grandmother house, despite she passed away too. But we always going to visit her house, um, l- like a good uh, to remember good memory that we have like a family. And that's it, Carlos. Thank you.
Very good what you mentioned. I really like it. A lot of information, the one that you stated. So super good job. Well, some little things we need to work on. Careful with the buffer sounds like I also want you to improve with your vocabulary. Very good. Well, we can use other words like exceptional, or I don't know, we can say, sorry, exceptional, fantastic, stuff like that, right? Try to change, not to use those words. It's not bad, but it's not that like for our level, right? And
Okay.
the other thing that you need to be careful with is you have to be careful with comparative. The most strongest, well, the strongest, that's it.
Okay.
She's the strongest mother. And that's all, okay? You don't need to include other stuff. So those little things you need to be careful with. Besides that, it was really good. Mario, thank you so much. Guys, thank you so much. Everyone that connected today. I know that today we didn't have like a long class. Anyways, we need to prepare for Friday. Tomorrow, take advantage of the time. Try to read a little bit about generations, right? And that's it. People, we finished today's class. I hope you have a wonderful day. Take care. That's it. I'll see you on Thursday. Okay?
Thank you,
Okay.
teacher.
Bye,
Thank you. Have a
guys.
good
Hope
night.
you get better.
Thank you so much. I hope so as well.
Bye.
Bye, people. Take
Bye.
care.
See you.
Bye.